Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a crease, it's Hill. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy
gashes him in the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keelan Russell moving out of the pocket. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Run inside. It's Hill. Might have a chance. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Phillips. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll run it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing Russell. Got a man. It's Rodgers.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Using his feet. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. They go play action with Russell. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Trying to move them on the counter. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches,
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when we got the weather report, we knew this could happen, man. It's raining like crazy, really hard just to take a snap, and then you hand it off. That thing starts to get heavy. That's a big mistake early in this football game.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running inside, it's Phillips. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Russell on play action. On the move to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The offense changing the play. Russell. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession did...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
3rd down after the incompletion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative, This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Phillips. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move, it's Hill. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Booster.
Throwing Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They go play action with Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run.
There's some room. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last two possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside, it's Hill. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Russell. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And these plays right here, man, they can spark your team. And the defense has been flying around, but now they make the play. They get home to the quarterback and cause the damage. The ball gets on the turf, they recover, and now set up with great field position.
Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. That time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 14 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Yellow Jackets on top right now as they look to dig out of a big hole. Dropping 4 of the first 5 was no way to start a season. Perhaps they found something here today. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Frazier again. There's a crease. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll give to Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Keelan Russell. Under fire. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphreys. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. lining up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Hill. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. Here's a little room there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Throwing Russell. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Russell. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Russell. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
The screen, he's got wheels. At the 35, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Gives it on the option. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Could be an alley. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Calls his own number. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th down, Russell. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown time! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. A lot of defenders around on that screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Phillips. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Stockton. quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Shotgun snap on third down. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick six.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the left. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. And the quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches.